Swansea, car number 33, Joe Perry Jr. Third spot from Warwick. In the cellos, number 18, it was Dave Sylvia. In fourth, car number 36, the Custom Performance Sponsor Wanted Buick for Mike Tacey. In fourth, Boston, Rhode Island, Kevin Knabb. In fifth, rather. And coming home sixth, Steve Sanford Jr. out of Cumberland, Rhode Island, in the Commercial Heating Service, number 16. First qualifying heat of the racetrack for the Pro Stock Division tonight. Top Guns here at Seekonk Speedway. They just came off their big Wednesday night $5,000 to win race. And right now, another regular Saturday night program brought to you by the folks at Fantastic Sam's. And the Pro Stocks rolling out of the Speedway right now. 15 laps will be the distance. 6 cars will qualify. With the lineup and the call for qualifying round number 1, here's Jim.
Well, I think that Rick Henneto was viewing some old... He's going to react to them tonight. We get the green and we get the go. As Boomer moves ahead as Mike Cavallaro. A little problem coming out of the turn from Mike. As Gomer takes off. Mike again having a problem getting that car straight coming out of the turn. Up around the outside is Bob Stockel as Mike Cavallaro having problems with that automobile. Danny Gamache in the 01 down the inside. The Boston Chicken 22 of Tony Dias right behind Bob Stockel's 76 automobile. As Stockel is tangled up with Dias, and Stockel loses the battle. Now there's a little bumping going on. A little thank you ma'am's happening. As Stockel is out there 3 wide and can't get back in. And Stockel now tangles with Dias, and Stockel and Dias both end up against the fence with Dias able to get away. Stockel is crushed up against the cement with the front of that automobile. If he hasn't damaged the front end, he will be able to... We got a green with Boomer Taylor again. Dan Gamache is under the 87 of Cavallaro, and look at the 7 automobile of Peter Schwartz with Johnny Tripp also on that inside row. Schwartz sets him up to save both spots, so nobody gets under him, nobody gets out of him. But coming into the turn, Trippy was managed to get under him. Gamache is a little swirly. And Schwartz takes over second spot as Gomer continues to have it all his own way out in front. The Gomer in the lead. Here comes Tripp by the 01 of Gamache, with Dias right behind him in the 22, Houlihan, and Dias touched for a moment. Eddie St. Angelo cannot seem to get the 12 going. And the night is young yet. Here's your leader, the D-Cran, car number 30. Peter Schwartz being challenged now by a very, very fast-moving car number 40, Johnny Tripp. And Dias right behind Tripp as Tripp makes a little bit of an entry into that corners, letting Schwartz know he's there. Schwartz is wide, Tripp is under. Schwartz trying to close it eye, and he does, as he squares off that corner and cuts Tripp back. Coming out of this turn, Schwartz is wide again. Into the fourth, and watch him come out. He cuts the first. Now he's a little wide again on the second. Tripp has been watching. Tripp will figure it out with 2 to go. As Gomer is taking it easy. White flag coming out. White flag coming out for Gomer. White flag coming out for Peter Schwartz, Johnny Tripp, and Tony Dias, Dick Houlihan, and Eddie St. Angelo. Out of the turn to pick up the victory is the D-Cran Agricultural Supplies. D-Cran Agricultural Supplies. They're the ones, they supply all the etc., and then linemen, the fertilizer to the farms in the area. It's a big organization and serving large quantities to the farmers. And serving up large quantities of round number 2. Rich Butto.
Okay, thanks, Jim. Starting on the pole in round number 2 for the Pro Stocks tonight, car number 8 from Abington, Massachusetts. Down the line they come. There's the green flag, and we're underway. Side by side in turn 1. Jimmy Kuhn takes it way wide, giving Surignano plenty of room out there. Kuhn again very high in turns 3 and 4. Side by side of the line, it'll be car number 72. Jimmy Kuhn into the lead in the Auto Palace Pontiac. Surignano settles in second. Don Dione on the inside of the 39, and on the outside is the deuce. Radical Rick Martin. Car number 33, Ray Lee, the 91 of Charlie Rose, the 10 of Dave Bergman, and the 0 of Joey Cirillo. All side by side with car number 44, Mike Saniello. 72, Jimmy Kuhn out in front, pulling about a 3-car length lead over Henry Surignano. Rick Martin settling in third. Charlie Rose works the high side in car number 91, and Charlie and Don Dione get together, and Don lifts as Charlie is able to recorrect car number 91. On the outside comes car number 0, Joey Cirillo. Right now, the man in the bubble in 6th spot, and he wants 5th position. He's on the outside of Don Dione. Rick Martin now to the low side, takes over 2nd spot from car number 8, Henry Surignano, and moving through to take over 3rd is Charlie Rose. Halfway marker, 6 down, 6 to go for car number 72. Jimmy Kuhn as he opens it up here tonight in that Auto Palace Pontiac. A little bit of smoke coming out of the back end of car number 91, Charlie Rose Jr. Have to keep our eyes on that here as we wind this one down with 4 laps to go. Surignano rides 4th. 5th is car number 0, Joey Cirillo. And now moving up through to take over 6th is Dave Bergman in the Zeke's Custom Auto Chevrolet. Bergman back up into the top 6. Ron Manfredo checking out the back of car number 91, Charlie Rose, and it appears as though everything's all right. And they'll let it go. Look at Dave Bergman. Bergman in the number 10. Gets the wheels up alongside car number 0, Joey Cirillo, and Dave Bergman, who had a great runner-up finish Wednesday night. Slides on over to take over the 5th position. 2 laps to go, this time for Jimmy Kuhn. 2 to go for the Auto Palace Pontiac. 2nd is Martin, 3rd is Rose, and here comes Bergman again. He wants the 4th spot. Dave Bergman from Rehoboth, Mass. On the move, he gets right up underneath Henry Surignano and tries to take 4th. White flag is out, 1 lap to go. Surignano off the pace a little bit, and Ray Lee is able to get by. As the checkered flag is out, Cirillo is off the pace. I think he thought the race was over. Jimmy Kuhn will end this one. Spot of the last lap. Car number 72 comes home the winner, the Auto Palace Pontiac of Jimmy Kuhn. Jimmy out of Brockton, Massachusetts. Good run tonight, and that car looks solid. Runner-up, behind the wheel of the deuce, the big winner Wednesday night, Radical Rick Martin out of Westport and New England Tech Chevy. Coming home 3rd, Charlie Rose Jr. in the number 91, the TD Sports Bar Chevrolet. Making a big move up to 4th spot in the number 10, Dave Bergman, the Zeke's Custom Auto Chevrolet. In
They qualify 8 out of each heat. A bit of a change. We'll probably be seeing just about everybody in the Pro Stock feature, which should make it quite a feature event. As the green is out for Capaco. And the ISA on the trip side by side. Wayne Dion goes into a long Sullivan-like slope. And Rich Capaco Caparco being followed by the 18 of Manny Dias and the 48 of Flying Fred Estelle. The 50 of Bobby Tripp on that outside row as the Ford-powered 48 gets underneath Tripp. Manny Dias coming through and the Ford behind him of the Fred Estelle. Dias a little squirrely coming out of the turn, just a tad. Really squirrely that time. He's fighting it every time. Freddie Estelle trying to figure out which side to go on. As Lenny Ellis in the 41 is battling it out with Tripp to try to get around Caparco. This time, the Ford is down the inside as Fred Estelle finally figures it out how to get by the 18 automobile and takes over the lead. As Manny Dias, a little squirrely, a little dangerous to pass. It's the halfway mark. It's the halfway mark for Fred Estelle. Dias not willing to give up yet. As Bobby Tripp in the 50 gets around Caparco. Bell Parts Bay State Lincoln Mercury, car number 48. Doing a very good job of staying in the groove all the way around. Now Tripp is up in there to make things interesting. Tripp is up there to just kind of keep everybody honest. As Estelle continues to show the way around to the 18 automobile of Dias. Dias tries on Estelle again. Tripp is down the inside of Dias. Tripp is down the inside of Dias, going after Estelle. He's got Dias on the outside and he's by him. But Estelle is sitting in the 2 lanes with 2 laps to go. With 2 laps to go, Tripp is coming on Estelle. He's got to choose one side or the other as Estelle is sitting in the middle. One lap remains for Freddie Estelle, Bobby Tripp, Manny Dias, and the 99 of Wayne Dion, Lenny Ellis, Jimmy Wilkins, and Rich Caparco. Here comes your finish. And Tripp tries it one last time to get under him. But it's the Ford-powered car number 48 of Flying Fred Estelle.